So you're saying there's an entire country we don't know about?
What if I told you there's a part of the Earth no one's ever seen? At least, not the people you know. Everyone's stuck believing the Earth is this perfect little globe where sure you just stroll in a circle, and boom, you're back where you started. Cute idea, right? But tell me, why don't we just cross Antarctica? Oh, right, because nobody ever has. You think it's just this cold, useless slab of ice at the bottom of the world, but that's the lie. Antarctica? It's not just land, it's a wall, a barrier. It locks us inside the tiny part of the Earth we think we know. And what lies beyond, that's where things get interesting. The people in power, they know what's on the other side.
Space is not real. You must come to terms with the fact that NASA and space missions have always been this vacant gay. Now, what does this all mean? Well, first and foremost, it means it's time for you guys to wake up.
Have you ever worked with Mossad?
Yes, I represented Mossad to help get two people, and I got this letter from the head of the Mossad thanking me for doing it. Let me tell you another thing. I was Jeffrey Epstein's lawyer. I know everything about him.
Danny, let me ask you something. As a former head of Mossad, if Jeffrey Epstein had been working with Mossad, would you even tell us?
No.
Would you admit it?
Well,
exactly. So how do we know?
As I understand, as far as...
Selling bodies and body parts, a trial set to begin in just months. And tonight, new grisly details of what the FBI says really happened.
ABC 15's Nicole Valdez is live.
This building off 24th Street and University doesn't look like much, but according to new claims in these court documents, the Biological Resource Center was essentially running a chop shop for human body parts, mixing, matching, and selling them in ways we never heard of until tonight.
One FBI agent revealing what it was really like inside the Phoenix body donation facility, from buckets of heads, arms, and legs to coolers filled with severed penises when the FBI raided the building. He even spotted a smaller head sewn onto a larger torso in a, quote, Frankenstein manner. The limbs, according to that agent, with no apparent identification. A torso with a head apparently went for $2,400. A leg about $1,100. They'd even sell knees and feet alone for under $500.
The owner of the Biological Resource Center was already sentenced, but he was only given probation.
So who controls the CDC? Who controls Big Pharma? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. And it's the same people who brought us all of the COVID lies. That's the reality. And we know that they're tremendously powerful because they shut down effectively the entire world. The entire world on the basis of lies.
Enough with this shit.
You're right.
And politics, enough. COVID is over. If you took the fucking needle, fuck you. If you didn't, now they just found out that fucking the flu shot don't work. I could have told you that 25
not
fucking
only
years
does it not
ago.
work, it makes you 25% more likely
Come
to
on,
get the
man.
flu.
Everything is performative. Everything is fake and gay.
Yeah.
And you're doing it thinking you're getting something. I mean, that's the nature of evil, right? This is like when a trans person cuts their dick off and they think that they're like winning, but they have literally maimed themselves.
Yeah.
You go, that's the nature of evil. Evil makes you do harm to yourself and make you believe that it's good.
I couldn't imagine like waking up and just chopping that off. Yeah, what's the point of living?
Yeah, but that's
that's the weirdest thing.
It's an anti-life. It's a death cult, you know.
So I'm challenging you, Matt Walsh, once again, until you say, Candace, you were right. Space is not real. I'm just a guy and grew up with little astronaut figurines and I can't let it go because the little boy in me doesn't want to say no. I'm telling you, space has always been exceedingly fake and gay. All right, I'm excited to read some of your comments about everything just not being real in this world. Nothing in this world is real. Okay. Everybody has to find their own path and ask their own questions.
But they knew I knew. They were like, this one knows.
Yeah.
She knows about,
get rid of her.
Yeah, we got to get rid of her. People can tell when you know, like, about things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you get targeted. When you're ignorant, like, nobody cares, you know?
He's just a dumbass. He don't know any better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
are living in like a dystopian world because there's so many people who know and they're trying to tell the people who don't know, and the people who don't know are convinced that they do know, but the people who know don't feel entitled or like, you really need to believe this. It's more like, you should probably look into this right about now. So you got people who can see through the illusion, who still have to exist in the illusion and coexist with people who are in the illusion that don't know they're in the illusion. Like, tell me that's not a horror movie, because it feels like one